and you are talking about people-led GTM. So trying to understand what is people-led GTM in the first place, and why do you think this would be maybe a differentiated way for driving revenue for the startups or companies in this era?
And so people-first GTM, we call it people-first GTM. People-first GTM is an evolution of inbound marketing in some way. Like inbound marketing in its pure sense was a different angle, different take on content marketing. And I actually think content marketing, I'm gonna do a post maybe about this today. It's like it's teed up. It's gonna be a controversial post maybe. I think content marketing is at a major inflection point and needs to greatly evolve. Like I wouldn't want to be a content marketer anymore. I would want to be a content growth marketer, a content-led growth marketer. And there's a big difference there, right? In the traditional sense, content marketing, by the way, is defined in the dictionary as a term. You can go to the dictionary right now. You can go to Google content marketing definition, and it's been validated by Oxford. And the way it's defined, it's very much about creating stuff, right, in digital formats. But it talks about like distribution, like very briefly at a high level. But now content marketing, what I think is now content-led growth, has changed, because you can't just create content as a brand and expect people to find it and pay attention to it. It just doesn't work. Like before you could. Like when I was at Sales Quest, I could create an article about almost like kind of any keyword and publish it on behalf of Sales Quest. People would find it and they would read it. That does not happen anymore for the most part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, people have so much noise, and I don't think whether the people still use Google the same way they used to use Google in those days.
Yeah, no, definitely not. So it's changed, right? So it's taking it's a mindset shift, it's a belief shift. And then it's like, how do you think about channels? Like Google is a very transactional channel. I don't, it's, yeah, sure. You're going to use attribution tools to say, yeah, we saw this much organic search from Google. But like, years ago, I think it was like 2014, 15, they shut off the ability to even see which keywords drove traffic to your website.
Yes.
So it's like, I don't know, like it's the writing's been on the wall for a long time. And then all the recent stuff that's come out, which is no surprise, with Google now changing how they think about email deliverability, which I'm so happy Google's doing this. And Apple not allowing to track emails for the most part. It's all changing, right? So by the way, these changes goes back to my point around some groups of people are going to create new channels. They're going to be better and hopefully more like people first, which is going to unlock new ways for us to communicate and connect with one another. And that's very exciting, I think.